BATV Group C, Group B, Chatterbox, 29th of the 1st, 2016, take 1.
Hello and welcome to this afternoon's Chatterbox Food Special with me, Josh.
And me, Marita. Today on the show, we're offering a belly full of recipes, tips and entertainment, so I hope you're all hungry for more.
Do you want to know the best way to make a brownie in the microwave?
Ever wonder what the vegan lifestyle is like?
Do you need to make a quick, healthy meal for less than £5?
Then don't worry, we have the show for you.
To begin this food extravaganza, let's get some news that you can really sink your teeth into. Over to you, Owen.
Thanks, Josh. Now, if you are on a budget and fancy a bite to eat, everybody loves a bit of pizza. I want to know where the best place to try some? It's not Domino's or Pizza Express, it's the Mario, which is a 20-minute walk from the beach. It is rated the #1 restaurant in Bournemouth with a whopping 84% of customers rating excellent. The traditional Neapolitan-style pizza is a thumbs up across all ages, making it very pleasing to families everywhere. The average price for a main meal at the Mario's will cost you £6 to £11. And for those who have a bit more cash in their pocket and are looking for a fine dining experience, especially with Valentine's lurking around the corner, the Crab is one of the places to go. With meals costing between £23 to £56, the self-proclaimed posh fish and chip shop offer fine and fresh food with a glass of fizz on the side. So next time you are down in good old Bournemouth, give these restaurants a try. Okay, so cream eggs, those chocolatey eggs filled with a sweet cream from Cadbury's. We all have a slightly different method of eating them, but I have stumbled across some pretty interesting ones, including deep frying them. A restaurant in London called Fry Hard claimed to deep fry everything, including cream eggs battered. Allegedly, it doesn't taste as bad as you might think. Once it's deep fried, the egg becomes encased in a crispy batter, leaving that cream centre as good as ever, sugar-filled and delicious. Moving on to celebrity news now, Nigella Lawson has spoken out against clean eating, saying the trend can be used to mask serious conditions, such as eating disorders. The celebrity chef, long known for her indulgent cakes and delicious and elaborate savoury recipes, believes the problem with clean eating is that it makes other ways of eating seem shameful. Anyway, well, I think that's just about all I can stomach for news today, so let's rejoin Marita back in the studio.
Thanks, Owen, for all those tasty treats. I don't think I'll ever eat or look at a cream egg in the same way again. Anyway, on with the show. Well, I'm getting very excited for my 60-second homemade microwave brownie.
We're going to look back to when I visited Tech at his flat, where he showed me the recipe for a scrumptious cake, which both he and his girlfriend prepare regularly. Now, as Tech and his girlfriend are both vegans, I found this trip to be particularly insightful and interesting. Roll VT. Hello Tech, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Good to have you here today.
No problem.
Now, why don't you walk us through exactly just what you'll be making for us today?
Very easy, nothing complicated. It's just chocolate, banana and vanilla cake. Okay, so first we're going to start off with the vanilla part of the cake. 300 grams of just plain flour.
Perfect. Okay, good.
Put in the big bowl. And 3 tablespoons of baking powder.
So tell me, do you prepare this kind of cake often?
Funnily enough, it was my girlfriend that first started doing it, and then I just pretty much just copied what she was doing whenever I felt like it. Now we're gonna do 115 grams of sugar, 125 milliliters of vegetable oil. Cool, so for the chocolate now, flour again, but this time only 185.
Okay. Careful. Lots of flour power, I see.
Yes. Now 45 grams of cocoa powder, 1 tablespoon of bicarbonate soda, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, and 140 grams of sugar. 140 milliliters of vegetable oil. It's getting ridiculously hot here.
I'm peeling a bit hot as well.
I'm gone now. Cool. So we're gonna mash the bananas. Yep, add it all in again. that is it. And now I just need to prepare these guys.
Here we go.
That was fun, and that's it.
Thank you so much for coming down here and baking this wonderful cake.
Thank you.
Back to us in the studio. That cake really was quite delicious, and it seems that Tech thought so too, as he ate both cakes in the same day. Yes, both full-size cakes in just one day. So I think his recipe might be worth a try. Now next we have a treat for you in the form of our favourite vegan Tech. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to be here in person, so we're going to go live to London. Let's see if he's there. Hello, Tech.
Hey, how you doing?
Yes, good, thank you. I've got a couple of questions to ask you, if that's all right.
Yeah, of course.
Now, my first question is, what caused you to become a vegan?
I think first of all, it's important to understand that when I first heard of veganism, it sounded absolutely crazy and did not make any sense in the beginning. But me being a curious person, I started seeing a lot of people that were on a vegan lifestyle and they were looking great, feeling great. I started, being more curious, and then I was finding out about the health, environmental aspects, what it does to the animals, and then eventually I just did it myself.
I see. So did anyone in particular try to convince you or persuade you to become a vegan?
Not really persuade, but a really close friend of mine from secondary school did introduce me to it. But like I said, in the very beginning when he told me about it, it did sound very crazy and I didn't think I'll be doing it today.
So what was your diet like before you became a vegan?
It was very standard, very similar to everyone else pretty much. My favorite meal was Jack Daniel's barbecue roast from TGI Fridays. But I was raised in a Polish culture, so my diet was mainly based around pork and dairy.
I see. So would you say that it's difficult to be a vegan, or would you say that it's a piece of cake?
I think it's a piece of cake. In the beginning, it might be quite hard because it's very new. It's very different from what people normally do. But once you educate yourself and you start learning about different things you can make and you start experimenting, then it's very easy.
I see, I see. Now, what do other people say? Do you get mocked for being a vegan?
You get occasional people that don't understand, but I think people have been more open-minded lately. They listen, they ask questions, and they eventually try themselves. But occasionally get that one person who will say something really weird, but what they say doesn't really matter.
I see, I see. Well, Tech, thank you very much for speaking with me today. You please need to give me some more of those cakes. Those cakes were excellent. I do hope that you'll be able to keep up the good work in the future, and I look forward to hearing from you again soon. Thank you very much for speaking with me today, Tech, and I do hope that you have a very good day and do get back to us soon. Thank you very much. Now, I hope that everyone has a fresh view on the subject of vegan eating. And now we go from cake
to more cake. Here we have Mikey to demonstrate how to make a mug brownie. Yes, it's a brownie in a mug. So take it away, Mikey.
Cool.
What ingredients do we have here today?
Well, literally, we just have plain water. We have 40 grams of butter. We have 2 tablespoons of caster sugar, which not ordinary sugar because caster sugar is a bit better for baking.
Okay.
2 tablespoons of flour and 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. And the main thing is we get some vanilla extract.
Ooh.
Okay.
Sounds really good.
So literally, we're just going to put 2 tablespoons. Again, that's a major part. Doesn't matter if it goes over the top a bit. It's just approximate amounts.
Yeah.
Going to want to put all of the butter in. It can also be margarine, it doesn't matter. Just as long as you have something kind of buttery, I guess.
So basically all the ingredients are 2 tablespoons of what
Exactly.
it is.
That's
so
why
it's
it's
really
so easy to remember.
then. Yeah.
Exactly. And again, just throw everything in.
It already looks so good.
Well, you haven't seen it. And like I said, with the vanilla extract, you only want to put a tiny bit. They say 1/4 teaspoon, but for this I'll just pour it in normally.
Okay.
And literally when it's all in the bowl, you just want to mix it up as much as you can. And then basically you're going to have to put it into a mug, like you mentioned earlier, and literally just microwave it for 60 seconds.
Okay. So while this is cooking away, let's have a look at the weather. Over to you, Owen.
Thanks, Marita. Time to take a look at what the weekend ahead holds for us. Much of England will be dry, and bright for most of the part of Sunday, with temperatures reaching 12 degrees in the west, 13 degrees in London and 14 degrees in East Anglia. Scotland and Northern Ireland will feel a slight chill at 10 degrees Celsius and receive some light showers at around midday. But unfortunately, Wales and Northern England will be hit with spells of heavier downpours throughout the day, so be sure to keep an umbrella at hand. The winds will pick up and move northwards as the evening progresses, and that rain in the north of the country will refuse to budge. By the early hours of Monday morning, the rain would have moved across to the east of England and back down through Wales and the southwest of England. Temperatures in the south reach highs of 9 degrees, but Northern Ireland will struggle to reach above 4 degrees, and unfortunately, those numbers are only set to drop as the
Thanks, Owen, for showering us with that news update. Now let's get stuck into this brownie. So it's been in there for 60 seconds, right?
Yep, fresh out.
Ooh, I'm excited. Ooh, popped out a little bit.
Yeah, it's a bit hard.
Oh, it's really good.
Thank you.
Josh, come on over. I know you want some.
Okay, you've tempted me.
Here, have some. Isn't it good?
I know, right?
Very well done.
Well,
you.
now, if you're craving some savory after all that sweet, let's cross over to Scott, where he oversaw Ella and Owen on their cooking adventure. They had to come up with the healthiest, quickest, and tastiest meal for under £5. Let's see how they did. Over to you, Scott.
Hi, my name is Scott Toppin. Welcome to the Fiver Challenge. Let's meet today's contestants.
I think it will be a success. I think it all come together. It will look good, it will taste good, and it'll be quick.
My meal will definitely be a success, and I'm definitely going to beat Owen.
Right, so I think we're just about ready to go, so good luck to the both of you. Let's get cooking.
I've cooked bean chili tacos with homemade salsa and lettuce with mozzarella.
So I've made a spiced potato rosti on a bed of crispy salad.
That's really good, actually. That's really good also. Well, thanks to both of my contestants today. Two really good dishes. I think in the interest of fairness, it's probably a good idea to call this one a draw, but there's no excuses for you guys at home not to get involved in cooking. Back to you in the studio.
That's it. Goodbye from me.
And goodbye from me.
Didn't you just love that?